From WNYT Albany, News Channel 13 live at 4 begins with breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our News Channel 13 update here on our YouTube channel. We do have some breaking news coming out of Troy, where there is a heavy police presence right now after the report of a man with a handgun. Troy police in that area say the gun was found near the area of 4th Street between Ida Street and Jefferson Street this afternoon. There are some roads closed there. They say they believe this is contained to a single home, this incident. There are some detours in place as police investigate. Reporter Zach Richter is just getting to the scene. We hope to hear from him in just a few minutes with the latest on this breaking news. Meantime, the wait is almost over. In just one day, Vice President and presumed Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris will make a stop in Pittsfield. And new at 4, News Channel 13's Tessa Bentulin is learning about the tentative plan for Harris's visit there and what the city can expect. Tessa, you've learned quite a bit there this afternoon.
Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I have. It all kind of came together just about an hour ago. We're learning these details because a lot of it, as you know, has been under lock and key. We were waiting to see what time this was going to happen, where this was going to happen. So I spoke to a state representative today here in Massachusetts, as well as a person who's working closely on this event for Kamala Harris to be here. And we're told she's going to be here at the Colonial Theater in Pittsfield, actually just in the downtown area. So a lot of very exciting things to come here in just about a day. We've seen Secret Service come into the parking lot here, kind of check out the theater from the back to the front to the inside area. And it's actually right near downtown. And I know there's a lot of American flags that are out, possibly in preparation for the big day. The Colonial Theater sent an email to guests who have tickets to this event. It says doors open tomorrow at noon. Guests are asked to arrive by 1:15. Doors close promptly at 1:30, and the theater cannot guarantee entry after that. This event is sold out. Guests will have to check in, then staff will direct them to their seats. It's expected the program will start at 1:20 and end around 2:40. This event will not only feature Harris, but Senator Elizabeth Warren is expected to give remarks, as well as former Governor of Massachusetts Deval Patrick and more. There will also be performances by James Taylor and Yo-Yo Ma. And I caught up with State Representative William Sminnie Pignatelli. He says it's exciting to have Berkshire County on the map. Preparations, what does that look like?
Well, we've been talking to the Secret Service, our local police, the state police, and our highway departments have been very informed of what's going on. To have her continue to be here, she was coming here as a sitting vice president, but to have her not cancel that and be here as a presumptive nominee, I think speaks volumes. And I hope it sends a message around the country that every little corner of America, votes are important.
So a lot of excitement building around this area. We had a lot of people come up to us in downtown who said they're just so excited to have this kind of support and a lot of recognition on the national level that Berkshire County is getting. And we're going to have those interviews from the people who live in Berkshire County, who live in Pittsfield, coming up live at 5 o'clock on News Channel 13 and here on YouTube. Reporting live here in Pittsfield, I'm Tessa Bentulin. Sabrina, back to you.
So much excitement. Longtime lawmaker Sminnie Pignatelli weighing in. Tessa, thank you. We will have special coverage from Pittsfield tomorrow for the vice president's visit. I will be there along with reporter Zach Richter as well. And we will talk about the significance of this visit on our region and on the entire Berkshire County community. We're following more breaking news right now. A man convicted of killing his uncle will spend the next 25 years to life in state prison. Isaiah Anderson of Troy was sentenced today in Albany County Court. Anderson was found guilty of shooting and killing Alonzo Ford at a home on Morris Street on Easter back in April of last year. Let us switch to the weather right now. A sunny Friday and low humidity. Let's get a check on your first warning forecast with meteorologist Rachel Teedy. Rachel, how's it going?
Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, a beautiful day out there right now. Lots of sunshine. A live look from the CDPHP first warning camera out of Bennington, Vermont. 78 degrees. A nice break from all the chaos that we saw last week, and then a tornado again this week on Wednesday. So live Doppler radar, nice and quiet here this afternoon, and temperatures are nice and warm. 82 degrees at the Albany International Airport, 80 in Voorheesville, 82 in Schuylerville, and 76 in Stephentown. Temperatures as we drop into the next several hours, dropping down to the mid-70s by 9 o'clock or so. So tomorrow looks like a great day to get all those Amazon deliveries piled up at your door. There's not going to be any rain that is soaking them through. Coming up in my full forecast, we're going to break down hour by hour what you can expect for not only your weekend, but then the beginning of next week when the rain arrives once more. Sabrina.
Rachel, thank you very much. We have several stories new at 4 right now. Police in Albany are searching for 2 people accused of stealing a woman's car at gunpoint. Police say this happened just before 11 o'clock last night in the area of Alexander Street and Clinton Street. They say 2 men went up to the victim's car with a handgun demanding she give up the car. They tell us she got out of the car and the pair drove off. No one was hurt, police say. Just before 8:30 this morning, officers say the car was found on the 200 block of Delaware Avenue. If you have any information, you are asked to give police a call. Also new at 4, police in Glens Falls are investigating 2 separate crashes involving electric bikes in the city within the past week, one causing a serious injury. In the first incident, police say the driver of the bike ran through a red light and hit a car at the intersection of Bay Street and Sanford Street. They tell us the e-bike driver was taken to Glens Falls Hospital with serious injuries. They were then moved to Albany Med, and that person is now in stable condition. They say he was issued a traffic citation for failing to stop at a red light. This all happened on Tuesday afternoon, just before 2 o'clock. Coming up live at 5, right here on our YouTube page, details of that second crash. Also new at 4 here, a man from Albany is under arrest accused of having illegal drugs on him during a traffic stop. The Albany County Sheriff says that this person was pulled over. Malik Jackson is his name, in the area of Livingston Avenue and Henry Johnson Boulevard just before 7:30 last night. Deputies say Jackson had cocaine, meth, and more than 5 pounds of cannabis on him, which they say he planned to sell illegally. They tell us he is already on parole for criminal possession of a weapon. Right now, police are investigating a small seaplane crash in the Hudson River. Catskill police say they responded to the area of Dutchman's Landing around 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon after the plane had a mechanical issue. They say the nose of the plane slammed into the water. They tell us the pilot, 71-year-old Edward Novak of Cairo, was able to safely bring the plane to the dock area. Police say he was the only person on board and he is okay. They say no one was hurt. The investigation into this continues this afternoon. Some special performances are happening in our area starting next week. The 37 soldiers of the New York Army National Guard's 42nd Infantry Division Band will perform 6 times over the next 2 weeks. The band traces its history back to the World War I era. The first performance will happen in Lake George's Shepherd Park, which is on Saturday, August 3rd. For a full list of these free concerts, just head to our website, wnyt.com. Also new at 4 here, a historic achievement for a popular dairy bar in Troy. Today, Dunkin's Dairy Bar is officially enrolled in the state's historic business preservation registry. The honor recognizes businesses that have been in operation for at least 50 years and have contributed to their community's history.
It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of dedicated employees, dedicated customers. It just takes a dedicated town to back you.
The business originally opened as an ice cream parlor back in 1939. It now operates as a full-service diner right on Hoosick Road. During the Olympics, you won't be able to find us on Channel 13 for our 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock newscasts, but you can still get your news updates right here on the News Channel 13 YouTube channel. We will be back live on News Channel 13 on air for Live at 6. And still ahead for us here on Live at 4, some local youth musicians got together for a good cause in Malta. We will take you there. And what's your weekend forecast looking like? Meteorologist Rachel TV has your full forecast coming right up.
On first morning alert days, we don't waste a minute.
We are interrupting the news at this point because this takes precedent.
Severe weather can happen at any time.
There's been a confirmed tornado on radar.
We know that you are depending on us from that moment until the danger has passed.
We were watching Paul Cayano on your channel. We ran for the basement.
Our team will be right here to keep you informed and safe.
Do not stay outdoors at this moment because the storm is coming.
First Warning 13, severe weather coverage you can trust.
News Channel 13 is your go-to station for live coverage of breaking news in the capital region and beyond.
Our full team coverage brings you closer to the news so you can see what's actually happening in your community.
with real-time updates so you never miss a beat.
See for yourself how the story unfolds in real time.
Watch News Channel 13, breaking news coverage you can trust.
This afternoon, News Channel 13 salutes Herman Ross from Amsterdam. He served in the Navy during World War II in Europe and took part in the D-Day invasion of Normandy. After the war, he owned Herm's charcoal pit in Amsterdam for 25 years. We salute him and we thank him for his service. Let's get back to that breaking news we first told you about at the start of this newscast in Troy, where there is a heavy police presence right now after the report of a man with a gun. Reporter Zach Richter just arrived at the scene. Zach, it looks like a busy scene there. What can you tell us?
Sabrina, yeah, that's right. There's a heavy police presence here, and you see we're on 4th Street right now, and this is between Jefferson and Ida, where the street is just closed. Take a look at that car right there. You see that Troy police officer looking into that car. You see the airbags just coming out of it. The car looks like it had crashed into that telephone pole, and you see the front of the car destroyed. The windshield is cracked. There are about 8 to 10 Troy police cars here. And once again, 4th Street is closed. And over here on 4th Street, you can see there's about 8 to 10 police officers. They're just waiting in front of a home. They're on standby right now. But once again, a very active scene here. Troy police said they're responding to a man with a handgun, and it looks like it has just been contained to one home. Those police officers just waiting right in front of that home. Sabrina?
Very active scene there. Reporter Zach Richter getting us updated. Thank you very much for those breaking details. In other news, music students rocking out for a good cause in Malta. Rocky's Music Studio in North Greenbush held its annual summer mini jam recently at Nanola in Malta. Talented young student musicians got their chance to jam to some classic hits like Good Golly Miss Molly in a real-life concert setting. When the music stopped, Rocky's handed over $250 checks to Kelly's Angels, the area charity that brings smiles to children who have lost a parent or sibling to cancer.
Now, your first warning forecast with meteorologist Rachel Teedy.
Let's take a live look outside right now from the CDPHP first warning camera out of Albany. 81 degrees, a beautiful day, a little bit on the breezy side, and temperatures nice and warm across the capital region. 80 in Chatham, 80 in Claverick. In the North Country, 81 in Glens Falls, 79 in Bolton Landing. To the east of Albany, 77 in Bennington, 73 in Westover, and over to the west, 75 in Cobleskill and 74 in Dwaynesburg. Your hour-by-hour forecast is going to show a lot of blue sky here with a couple clouds just to keep us company. No problems here tonight for your commute home. As we head into tomorrow, things stay nice and dry. Starting off the day, beautiful. Temperatures are going to be warm. The weekend is going to be lovely, especially important for people who are still cleaning up storm damage from the storms that we've seen recently. So Sunday around midnight looks fantastic. Starting the day looks great if you go to church or you like to have brunch. It's going to be a great day for that. Clouds move in slightly by the time we get to Sunday evening. If you head to the track tomorrow, things start off lovely, 61 degrees, so a little bit on the cooler side, nice and sunny. Post time is different on Saturdays, 12:35 p.m., a little bit earlier than the rest of the week. 81 degrees with mostly sunny skies. 86 by the time we get to the last race with still mostly sunny skies. So your running forecast tomorrow is perfect. No excuses. Get out there and run. Good across the board, but a little bit more warm as we get to the afternoon. So if you don't like running in the mid 80s, I would say go earlier in the day. And the other great news, that haircast looks awesome. That dew point is back down, which means there is less moisture in the air than we've seen recently. So not sleek, but on that wavy side, we could be in the hairspray zone, and we're not. So we're thankful for that. For tonight, 60 degrees, mostly clear, cool, and comfortable. For tomorrow, 86 degrees is your high, mostly sunny with warm conditions. 7-day planner looks like this, that lower RH, that lower relative humidity, 86 degrees for tomorrow, 88 for Sunday, 89 for Monday, lots of sunshine. Tuesday, 86, cooling down relatively speaking. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have another round of rain that moves in, staying in the 80s until we get to Friday, which is the lower 90s. So the heat on our doorstep, but we get a little bit of a break before we have to deal with all of that.
Like her telling us to get our run in tomorrow.
No excuse. And that's
excuses.
mostly for myself, if nobody else.
We're all going to take the advice. And just a reminder for people, we're going to be here on YouTube for the duration of the Olympics for 4 and 5 o'clock.
Yes, it'll be really fun.
So having said that, we have another update coming up at 5 o'clock.
See you 5 o'clock here on YouTube. Enjoy Paris and all the festivities.